Now that we have our third kid, who we adopted,
My nephew.
her nephew,
Tell me his name again.
Avery. And so when he came into the picture, like we brought him in, and I was like, this runs through the whole bloodline. I was like, holy cow, it's deep.
This runs through the whole bloodline.
Like it's all the way down the Baker line.
Jesus, how funny is that?
And so in seeing that, I was like, and honestly, like having him come in, because it was funny because we always talked about, we should adopt. Because I don't want my own biological kids. I never have. The mental illness in my family is strong. I don't want to do that to another person. And I always
have no uterus too.
Yeah. So there's
then there's
I also no longer have
I
a
also
uterus.
don't have a uterus.
And
so
somebody's got to have
somebody's got to have a uterus to make this plan happen. So we were like, we should adopt. And then this opportunity came along where it was taking in Avery was the perfect and right thing to do, however hard it would be. But having a third person there, it was like, and it like mellowed me out so much because Avery and I share a lot of the same disposition on things. We're like, we can sit in the room and just be really quiet, and we can sit in the room and be really active. And he and I tend to like vibrate on the same frequency as far as that goes. And so having him in the house like really allowed me to kind of have the person that like I can always be like in the room with, whereas the other two don't always want to hang out with me, and Jocelyn doesn't always want to hang out with me. Avery seems to always kind of want to like sit and chill,
Right.
And so that it really kind of helped. I felt like mellow. It caused problems, but it mellowed out the whole house in a lot of great ways. Having that third person.
You're definitely Avery's person.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of like kind of like finding your place in the world.
Right.
I think Avery found his place in the world.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's really great to see that. And I felt like that as a kid too, where because I had two parents who were very self-involved with their own, self-destruction and issues that they were dealing with. And so I felt alone. And when I finally met a person that I could count on, it was so important to me. And and it made me realize I was like how important that role is for somebody.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the whole reason that like I was like, yeah, I could be a parent. Like I could be a step parent.
Yeah.
Because like I realized like how important it is to have an adult you can count on.
It's so important.
Yeah.
It's essential.
It's
essential.
It literally is essential.
It is
I mean, that
essential.
is the thing that they say is defining in terms of like kids from really, really awful backgrounds who are in terrible situations. It's just, is there one person?
That's
Is
right.
there one person? And that's sometimes all it takes is one person.
Yep. I know. I would just had this conversation with my dad. Literally, I hung up with him 10 minutes before you got here. And we were talking about something. And we were talking about mine and Bert's relationship, right? And I think we have a really good relationship, not without flaws.
Sure.
But pretty good. And I was like, it's being, people always think it's so hard to be married to a comic. And I just don't see it that way because I don't mind being by myself.
Right.
And I'm happy by myself. And my dad goes, that's because you like yourself. And I said, that's because you liked me. You liked me.
Yeah.
So if you liked me, then I could like myself. My mom didn't like me.
True.
She didn't like me.
Yeah.
So then you go, well, how can I like myself?
Yep.
Right.
But my dad, man, there was a spring in his step when he saw me coming every single time. I was
that's
never
amazing.
an inconvenience. I was never a dread. I was never anything but, ooh, I can't wait to see Leanne.
Yeah.
And we did everything together. Now he had the benefit of only having me 4 days a month.
Right.
Sure.
So he could work. But, so it's not really an even playing field. But for me, that's all I needed was there's this guy that every time I show up is excited to see me and is fully plugged in.